Hey, Orion Webb here, and welcome to this video. In this video, we're going to be talking about how to change careers when you're lost. When you're feeling like you don't want to be doing what you're doing right now, but you're not sure what to do next, or you're not sure what your purpose is here in this lifetime. So before we dive in, I just want to give you a quick reminder that we are doing a giveaway right now. We're giving away a 2-hour human design reading for free with me one-on-one. This is normally a $397 investment, and we're giving it away when we hit 50 subscribers. All you have to do to enter the giveaway is subscribe to our channel, leave a comment, like the video, and you're in the giveaway. Now, the more comments you leave on the more videos on our channel, the more chances you're going to have when we hit that 50 subscriber mark. So I'll be talking more about the giveaway again at the end of the video. For now, let's dive in. Okay, so this idea of how to change careers when you're lost. Let's first talk about this experience of being lost, of not knowing what it is you desire to do or what your purpose is or where to put your energy, or perhaps maybe having an idea of a different direction to go in, but maybe being paralyzed by a fear of, but how am I going to make money doing that? Now, there's a lot of things that can paralyze you. It can be the fear of, how am I going to make money doing it? It can be, I don't have the qualifications, or like, I don't even know where to get started. And that paralyzed me in the corporate world for over a year, from 2009 to 2010, before I finally quit in 2010. And I had been in the corporate world following up the path I should follow. And perhaps that's your situation. Perhaps you're in a career right now that you were told you should do, and your heart is now like, no, I can't do this anymore. I need to do something I really love. Or perhaps you've been in a career you really love and just want to try something new. Or perhaps there's another scenario. But what I want you to really watch out for is, how big is your mind thinking? How much information does your mind think it needs to know before you can make this change? Because our minds have been trained to make sure that we are set up and prepared and have done all our training and have all our certificates and have all our degrees before we set off in a career. And I want to share with you my story. In 2010, when I left corporate, I had no idea what my purpose was. I didn't know what I wanted to do for the rest of my life. All I knew was I didn't want to be there anymore. And I started to really focus on what I loved. I knew I wanted to enjoy my work in the world. And what that led me to was starting a dog training business. And to get dog training clients, what I did was get 2 part-time jobs. One is a veterinary assistant that I got eventually promoted to being a vet technician, and the other being a dog pack monitor and a doggy daycare. Now, I also started a tutoring business, simultaneously applying to be a professor at the college I graduated from, the New Jersey Institute of Technology. Now, I eventually got that job, even though I wasn't technically qualified for it. I didn't have a master's, but they needed teachers, and they brought me in on a semester by semester basis. Also, because I just love helping handicapped people, that's been something that I grew up with, as my mom did. I got an overnight job working for disabled individuals, and that I worked a couple nights a week. So I all of a sudden had 4 jobs, 2 businesses, all that I really loved. And get this, I was working less hours than I was in corporate and loving every minute of it, loving the adventure, loving the passion and the purpose I felt by supporting people in this way, and supporting animals in this way and their owners. And those part-time jobs got me clients for my businesses. And it just kind of worked out. It was me following my heart, following the fun. So that's something I really want you to maybe even jot down, is follow the fun. Let yourself not need to know exactly how it's all going to work or even what your purpose is, because I knew I wasn't going to be a teacher for the rest of my life. And I knew I was not going to be a dog trainer for the rest of my life. But I also knew I just wanted to have fun and enjoy getting paid for something I loved. Now, here's the next piece. This is what's really important, because your mind is going to be arguing, no, I have family, or I have, if you have kids, like I have to pay for my kids. I can't just make a reckless decision. I need to really make sure I know what I'm doing next. Well, here's the thing. When you take a step outside your comfort zone, when you make that initial switch, I'm not saying to do it. I'm not saying to take a big leap, because that's the thing. And I'm not even saying to quit your job. I'm saying take small steps outside your comfort zone. My first small step before I quit was taking a dog training certification program online for like $3,000 and getting hooked up with a local mentor. And now I did quit my job before that was really supplying my income, but I took that small step, and that small step introduced me to a whole new range of people. One of those was my mentor, who introduced me to personal development and meditation and all of these other things I wasn't expecting to get from a dog training mentor, which opened my world up in really, really big ways that have eventually led me to this career when I started becoming a coach in 2013. It led me to Portland to an event where I met my first life coach, and she invited me to speak in Australia, where I got my first client. All of these things happened because I took that step to be a dog trainer, because my mentor introduced me to a book, and because I love that author so much, I went to that conference in Portland. The reason I'm sharing that story is because of how important it is to trust yourself, the wisdom of your body. And if you don't know human design, that's why we're giving away this reading, is because human design is all about helping you trust the wisdom of your body. So I started following the fun and trusting myself to create the opportunities as I went. But also what happened was, by taking that step outside my comfort zone from corporate to dog training, I was meeting all of the people I needed to discover my purpose. And this is the second important thing, is you can't find your purpose in a book. You won't find it in a course. You won't find it at a seminar. It's something that unfolds. Your purpose isn't one thing you're here to do. It's who you're here to be. And as you step outside your comfort zone and start to follow what is important for you and take those initial steps, you are going to discover and uncover what it is that you're really here to do for any particular period of time, because you're going to start being more you. When you're doing what you love and you're following your heart, the walls that you put up, that society had you put up to define yourself and put yourself in a box, as you take those walls down, those oppressive walls that you put up to be accepted by society, where you exchanged your power for the safety of following the path you were told you should follow, you are going to be so much more free to be who you are. And then all of the people that are there to help you and guide you towards your purpose will be there. And then you'll read the book, you'll take the course, you'll take the seminar that will help you become more of who you are, and your purpose will start to unfold through you, but you won't find your purpose in a book. So thinking that you just need to take another book or take another course, read another book or take another course or do another seminar before you change careers is the thing that can keep you really paralyzed. Now, I think I mentioned this before, but the third important thing is to not take the big leap. You don't need to. That's why I'm talking about small steps outside your comfort zone. Because if you think about a comfort zone, if it's like this big, this is the access that you have. You know the people in this circle. You know the opportunities in this circle. As soon as you take a step outside of it, suddenly you know the opportunities, and now you have access to the opportunities and people in the bigger circle. You don't need to go for the big dream. The big dream can be paralyzing as well. Thinking, for me, my big dream was starting a nonprofit, a global nonprofit, and living in Africa and volunteering full time while having an online income, which, by the way, I actually did do in 2013 to 2014. I started my nonprofit, but I didn't try to do that right away, because that big dream felt so impossible to me from my cubicle in the corporate world that it was keeping me paralyzed. When I shifted to what do I want to do next? What would be really fun right now? Then the path started to unfold before me. So being lost is actually a really good thing. Not knowing is a good thing, because here's a big newsflash, if you're not familiar with this already, is that you are designed as a human, we all are, to not know. We've been trained to try to know. We've been trained to try to know exactly how it's going to happen and control our little comfort zones and get everything into place and write our pros and cons lists and make sure that we know how things are going to unfold and reduce risk. And at the end of the day, there's a place for structure. I'm not saying no structure, but not oppressive structure. To first let yourself be guided by something beyond the mind, that wisdom of your body. I'm talking about the truth of your heart, the truth of your gut, your instincts, your intuition, to guide you to the next step. Because of course you're going to be lost. Of course you're not going to know. When you've been going down a path for so long, you're not going to know. This is about the permission to be lost and to not need to have it figured out before you take the step. Just change the questions, change the scope. Know you have some big dreams, big ideas, but just what's next? What's one step I could take right now where I'm going to be enjoying my life a little bit more? And when it comes to not taking a big leap, I had a few dog training clients when I left corporate, but not enough to really pay for my bills. So that's why I picked up these other jobs that ended up supporting my businesses. But the most important thing is, you don't even have to do that. You can start stepping outside your comfort zone by going to different meetup groups, by networking with different people while you're in your current job. Now, I took that leap and started a couple businesses and took those jobs, and eventually then moved to Spain and moved to Africa and did all of these things. At a certain point in my journey, I had to take a plan B job again because I had made some mistakes as an entrepreneur, starting one of the many different businesses I started, and ended up in some debt, and I needed to get out of it. And for a while, a few different times in my journey, I had to either start a plan B business, like lean on the copywriting skill I had, even though I really didn't want to do copywriting anymore, or go back to a corporate job part-time remotely for a while to support me to pay the bills. Now, there's no shame in that. So other ways you can think are, how can I restructure my current experience at work to support a new exploration? Again, it doesn't have to be a big leap. When you start taking the small steps, you're building the capacity of your nervous system to be in the truth of who you are, to be outside that comfort zone. You're expanding what's possible for you. So whatever step you need to take to do that, it's taking a small step in the outer world, but then aligning your inner world to where you want to go. So it's kind of a balance between the inner and outer, because right now your inner world, even though you might not like your current career, it's very comfortable. It's your comfort zone, and your inner world is used to it. When you start thinking about changing careers, the inner world's going to be like, what? Is it going to be safe? Is it going to be okay? So taking manageable steps for your nervous system, and then letting your nervous system settle in that step. And trust me, I've tried to do the big leap thing, and I did create something, and then it fell apart real quick because my nervous system wasn't ready for it. When you take the small steps, things happen in a manageable pace that you can handle. And before you know it, your comfort zone is going to grow from here to here, and you're going to be in that dream life that you wanted. But the path to get there is going to be filled with synchronicity and connection from each small step you took. So this is about trusting yourself, trusting the process, following the fun, and taking one small step at a time. And of course, knowing it can be scary, and really taking care to build the capacity of your nervous system little by little. All right, so that's the end of the video. Please leave some comments below, share your story. I get back to everyone. I really am curious what landed, what questions you have, where you might have felt some resistance, so I can help you on your path to changing your careers and to embracing being a little bit lost, to not trying to have all the answers, to releasing the resistance and that conditioned way of thinking that you have to have it all figured out. Being lost is actually step one. It's a good thing. It's just about now taking a small step that you can manage and your nervous system can manage. So one of the things that can help you on this journey is a 2-hour human design reading. As I mentioned before, we are giving a giveaway. It's a $397 value. We're giving away for free at the 50 subscriber mark. It's a one-on-one reading with me. We're going to dive into your human design type, strategy, authority, profile, open centers, gates and channels, all the details of your chart. And if you don't know what I'm talking about, that's okay. It's a system that is designed to support you in understanding how to listen to the wisdom of your body so that you can move through the world making decisions in the way you're designed to, not through your mind that gets confused and worried and thinks about all the things that could go wrong, but through your body, your heart, and your gut, and your intuition. And much, much more. It's an amazing, amazing system that's changed my life. It changes all my clients' lives. And all you have to do to enter is subscribe to our channel, leave a comment on this video, hit that like button. And if you want to have even more chances to win, go watch some of our other videos and comment on those videos as well. The more comments you have before the 50 subscriber mark, the more chances you'll have to be the winner of the reading. So hopefully I get to do a reading with you. I'd love to meet you and talk to you and get to know your journey a little bit and help you use human design as a way to support your journey. Till then, I hope you have a beautiful, beautiful day.